Hey unicorns! This is the video that I really wanted to make last week, but obviously I was sick and now I am better! So, this video is CYBI number 2! Yes! I loved making the first one and here is the second one for all of you. Goodbye! Don't you remember being around 11 and just really wanting to grow up and really want to be a teenager already? You are done with being a tween and you want to be a teen already. But when I was around 11, I had an opportunity that I really felt like would make me more of a teenager. And that would really just make me fit in more with all the teenagers and just really be one of them. And that was my first boyfriend. My first boyfriend had green hair, red eyes, so many freckles that looked like he had skin disease, and did I mention he was 17? Just kidding, that is definitely not my first boyfriend. He was much different than that, but that doesn't really matter. As you can probably tell from pretty much the beginning of the story, I really wanted to be older and I really wanted to feel like one of the big kids. So when he was like, hey, you want to be my girlfriend? I was like, yeah, sure, I will totally do that because I want to be older and I feel like this will really make me fit in with all the older kids. I do have to say, even though I really want to be in that relationship, it was probably not the best idea for my age. AKA, if you are around 11 or so, just because everyone around you and all the older kids and like all the teenagers and all those amazing people like me, what's happening with my voice, have lovers and all that fun stuff, does not mean that you have to do that to fit in, so don't worry about it. So, our first date was kind of interesting. So imagine you're on your first date and you are so excited. You have been literally on Pinterest for hours and hours and days and weeks and all that stuff, literally years of your life. And you have been trying to find the most amazing things you can do with your hair, which I don't think it's something I ever told anyone. I ended up tying neon shoelaces in my hair because I thought that that looked amazing and I thought that it really stood out. Why did I think this was a good idea? So I looked like a complete dork and the date itself was mostly okay, but one thing was kind of weird. Our moms were there. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that, it was just kind of weird because obviously when you're like 11 you're gonna need your mom to drive you. But it was still kind of weird because it's like, you know, on most dates, like especially the ones you see in the movies, they aren't there with their parents. So it was kind of weird. But the parents pretty much just went up to the food court area and me and my boyfriend walked, that feels so weird to say, walked around the mall and all that stuff while they ate fries. So that's awesome, and that was a failed clap. I sadly did not have my first kiss with my boyfriend, and in fact, I have not had my first kiss yet, so that kind of sucks. At first, our relationship was kind of like the ones you see in the movies, which by the way are all fake, and really no one's relationship was like that. Except for the people who are faking it, but that's a whole different story. We used to talk a ton, and honestly, I love talking, if you can't already tell by these videos. And side note, this is how I am with pretty much everyone that I've known for a while. Like, if I just met you, like, a little while ago and all that stuff, I'm probably not gonna be like this. This is how I am after a while, but once I know you well enough, I'm going to be talking your freaking ear off for hours, and you will never get a break into talk. I'm sorry about it. Back to the story. So as I said, we used to talk a whole lot and I felt like our connection was decently strong. But sadly, after the little while, which I'm sure you pretty much expected for me to say this because let's be honest, I have not mentioned having a boyfriend, like at all. So after a while, our connection kind of just started to like go down and it wasn't as great anymore and just like, I don't know. And then we just became friends. Our friendship turned into a lot more of like him playing video games and me watching him, which I was actually pretty okay with at the time. But one of the things I really did like about going over to his house a lot was that he had a ton of junk food over there, which I did not get very much at home, and in fact I still don't get much junk food at home, which is very good. But like, he used to always have junk food over there, so that was a lot of fun actually. Moving on to the next story. So like for this past week and maybe week and a half, I have been taking my yearly test. Thankfully, I think I'm finally done with that, but as I was taking it, when I got to the math section of it, I was like, what is the point of it? And I'm sure that most of you guys can probably agree with me on the whole like, why am I doing this? I don't get this. When am I ever gonna use this in my life? section of that, but really I was starting to really wonder like what is up with these questions, because most of the questions are like this. Timmy and Cassandra really want to build a treehouse, but to make a treehouse they're gonna need to go down to the lumber store, but while they're at the lumber store they don't know how much all these pieces are gonna cost. They have 5 3,000 feet by 2,000 feet planks, and they also have these planks, and they also need these nails, and they also need that. How much are they gonna need to figure this out? Cassandra has $5,000. Will that be enough? And this is where we get into kind of a conspiracy theory. Am I the only one who thinks that there's like some secret math society out there? The only adults have access to, like, when you become an adult, once you graduate college maybe, or like something like that, they will give you this secret number, and you can only use that number when you really need help with math. So these adults, they will call up the number and they'll just be like, hey, Tammy from my math society. Yeah, hey, so I am here at the makeup store, and like, I don't know if I have enough money for everything. Yeah, so I have like $5,000, and here's how much all my makeup's gonna cost. Yeah, could you please send that out to all the tests for this year so that I'll know if I have enough money? Thank you. Yeah, I'd really appreciate if the teens would do it for me. Thank you! Bye! Literally, that's how it has to go, because some of these problems are so stupid. Like, there has to be actual adults out there that just don't want to do math. You know, like, they're too lazy for that, or maybe they just forgot it. But instead, they want all of us teens and all of us children to do it for them. Like, this is not okay. Why are you doing this to me? If you cannot tell, I am very mad at these people that created this math test. I got so angry that I turned into a dinosaur. Help. Alright, I think that's all I have for this episode of CYBI. You know what? I really need to make up a theme song for that. Yeah, I'll work on that tonight. Alright, guys? I'll try to make one. So the next time I do one of these things, I shall have a theme song if I am not too lazy and I procrastinate. Oh god. And in fact, I have a super embarrassing one that I have been wanting to tell you guys like for a really long time, ever since I started doing story times, but I have been too embarrassed to post it because it's like, it's really bad, and I don't know if I want that on the internet, but I'll probably make it at some point because let's face it, I'm YouTube trash and I'll do anything for views. No, just kidding. Or am I? Alright, I hope you guys had as much fun as I did. Believe in yourself, you can do anything. I love you. Goodbye.